Okay, guys, welcome to the Crypto Collective Christmas market update. I just wanted to do a really quick video for you guys, just to overview what's currently happening with Bitcoin and Ethereum at the moment. Now that we're going into this important end of year time, so I'm just going to show you guys what I think the current possibilities are with Bitcoin. So at the moment, we had this massive run from 20,000 or so to 24,000. We hit, I think, 24,300, and then the price kind of paused, and now we're just moving sideways. Important thing to note is that when Bitcoin moves sideways like this, it's usually a pretty good time for altcoins. So while we are moving sideways, I think that it's positive for most altcoins. We just have to watch out, because if Bitcoin breaks out and pushes above 24,300, it's going to be negative for the Bitcoin paired altcoins. It's going to be positive for the USDT altcoins. USDT altcoins usually follow what Bitcoin does, and Bitcoin paired altcoins are usually negatively impacted when Bitcoin breaks out upwards. So let's just overview what we can see here. Now, first of all, if I can go onto the daily chart, Bitcoin right now, it just looks like it's forming another bull flag pattern. I'm sure most of you guys know what a bull flag is. I'm not going to explain that, but what this particular one looks like to me is it's what I refer to as a broadening top pattern. Some people call it a megaphone. I call it the broadening top. So basically, we have this run up here, and the price starts to zigzag between these two expanding, broadening trend lines. So this is an image here that explains the pattern, broadening top. You can see it's a neutral pattern, which means it can break out either downwards or upwards. Leaning towards upwards on this one, because as you know, we have all these institutions buying Bitcoin. We've had Grayscale buy another 12,000 Bitcoin in the past couple of days. We've had some new hedge funds buy Bitcoin. The rules of supply and demand tell us the likely direction is upwards. That's not to say we can't have a bit of a retracement before we go up, if we do something like this. But overall, I think until we start to see these big institutions actually selling, that there's more buyers than sellers, and there's more buyers than the amount of Bitcoin being created. So just that alone should give us a high probability of going upwards here. So we have this broadening top pattern that you can see. If you do follow my trading view, I also posted an idea recently called the pattern cheat sheet, identifying a broadening top pattern, as you can see here. So the last time we had a broadening top on Bitcoin, which was at 20,000, it actually preceded this run. So this image just explains what the pattern is, the important areas to watch out for. So as you can see, we got 5 or 4 touches between this broadening kind of structure until the pattern actually breaks out. We usually see a confirmation of support above the line, which you saw here before the price skyrocketed. So right now, we've got our run upwards. The price is moving between these trend lines. If we can get above this area and then have a confirmation here, the likely direction is up. So I'm going to just put on the other levels I've got here. So these are the other areas. It's a bit messy, so we can just clean it up a bit. So yeah, this is basically my current chart. I've kept it pretty simple at the moment because we're in price discovery, which means there's not many historical levels we can actually look at. So we've also got this little resistance area here. It's marked potential support flip area. We need to hold this area to continue breaking out of this broadening top pattern. If we lose this area, which is 23,600, there's a chance that we might actually come down here to 22,500. If we lose that area, then the broadening top, we're probably going to test the bottom support area around 20,500. If that doesn't happen, if we hold this area, we're looking to see the price push up, and then we're looking to see a breakout and a confirmation above this area. And then we're likely to push towards the next targets. I've used the Fibonacci tool. If you don't know the Fibonacci tool, you can use it over here. Here it is. Fib retracement. And you're just going to find the different swing points. Like this is one swing point to down here. And that's going to give you different areas you can use as potential targets. I use the 1.272, the 1.382, and the 1.618. You just double click and you can customize your levels. So if we break out of this broadening top pattern on Bitcoin, the likely next area is 20,400 to 26,000. And if we lose 22,500, look, I'm not really looking to short this market because we are in a bull trend. The overall direction is up. So if you're going to short, the market's actually against you. You're going to decrease your chances of success. So if you are shorting, I would recommend you look to take profits on those kind of trades pretty quickly, because as you can see over here, we had this little head and shoulders. We broke out downwards and it just instantly reversed upwards. So you don't want to get caught out in that. You try short, you get taken out, and then the market just keeps going up and you've lost a lot of potential profit. So always look to trade with the trends to increase your chances of success. Overall, we are bullish, so you want to try get a long and expect a breakout eventually. If we break out above this area here, then a lot of altcoins we've crossed with Bitcoin, they're actually going to start downtrending as Bitcoin takes up majority of the market share. One of those coins to watch is going to be Ethereum Bitcoin. This is my current chart. So one important thing to note, as you can see in my pattern database, this is available for free on our Discord, by the way. I'm going to post a link at the bottom of this video for those who are interested in joining. So this is a inverse head and shoulders pattern. You've got the two left and right shoulders and the middle head, which is larger. And this is a potential sign that the price is actually going to head upwards. So on Ethereum Bitcoin, you can see we've got this one area here. We've got the middle area, and now we've got another area. So what we're looking for here is a bounce here, a confirmation above this support, and then an increase up to here, which is the next breakout level. If we can see a breakout above here and a support and resistance flip, then we can potentially see a push up to this area here, which is the inverse head and shoulders target. So right now, just clean up the chart a bit. You've got this demand area. If you don't know what a demand area is, jump on my trading view. You're going to click down here, order zones explained. Basically, we have 5 types of order zones. We can use these as areas of support and resistance. So basically, a support area, when the price comes to a support area, it usually starts increasing in value again. And when the price comes up to a resistance area, it starts to decrease in value. So we draw these areas on our chart to find the area's price is most likely to reverse from. So as you can see here, we have a demand area, which is where price increased in value from. It's respected a few times, as you can see here. And now we've actually come back to this area and we're starting to bounce. So you can see what we need to see the price come back above and then confirm off it. So we need to see another bounce here. And then that gives us a higher probability that we could potentially see this inverse head and shoulders pattern form. So that's the chart again, inverse head and shoulders. I've also got another idea here on TradingView cheat sheet, understanding the inverse head and shoulders pattern. As you can see, it's got the left shoulder, the right shoulder, and the head. And when we see this, it's a potential sign of of buyers increasing in strength, and we have the market putting in a higher low. And then we see a breakout above the inverse head and shoulders. If it holds above this, it's called the neckline, this line here, then we have a probability of increasing in value again. So that is what I'm looking for on Ethereum Bitcoin. But as I said, if Bitcoin breaks out, it could potentially take down Bitcoin paired altcoins. So we could see the price actually come under this area and reject. If that happens, it's going to be a sign to get out of Ethereum on Bitcoin until Bitcoin calms down. And then it could show another potential buy opportunity. Looking at Ethereum on US dollar. Now, to me, it looks quite bullish here. Sorry if the chart's a bit messy, but this is just how my chart is. I have the different areas of support and resistance marked out. So as you can see here, we had a bit of a downtrend on Ethereum. It's starting to zigzag in between this channel. And now we've reached the top of the channel. So until we see a breakout out of this structure, it might head down in the short term. But overall, it does look bullish. I'll change my mind if we lose $590. We come under this area, then we have a high chance of coming down to the $550 or $520 region. But if we see a breakout above here, it's got a likelihood of increasing in value. And Ethereum on USD has a high correlation with Bitcoin. That basically means it tends to follow whatever Bitcoin does. So we also have, if you look kind of closely here, I'm just going to take these lines off. All right, that's a bit better. So you can also see here, we have this kind of structure. We have this kind of rounded, almost choppy shape. And then we had a big dump here and we're coming back around. This is what I refer to as a bump and run bottom. So this is the pattern here, bump and run bottom. As you can see, it almost looks identical to Ethereum right now. Here's one trade I did on this pattern. As you can see, it's got the little bump. It's got the run. And then we see a breakout of this structure and it's actually a strong reversal sign. Here's another image that explains it. So what we're looking for here on Ethereum is the price to keep pushing up here to see a breakout and a confirmation of support here. If this area holds, then we're likely to see a push back up to $680. If we can do a support and resistance flip here, if you don't know what that is, you can go to our education database. We've got support and resistance flips, supply and demand flips, sorry. So supply and demand order zones, I explained to you before, they're the areas where price increases and decreases in value. When the price breaks through these areas, it can actually reverse from that area in the opposite direction. So we're looking at this top supply area where price decreases in value, and we're looking for the price to actually pierce through this area to come back down to it, and the area that it previously decreased in value from, we're looking for it to actually increase this time. So that's just what I'm watching for on Ethereum and Bitcoin right now. As I said, if we lose $590 on Ethereum, it's probably bearish. If we lose 22,500 on Bitcoin, it's probably bearish in the short term. But until then, it does look like to me that the market is going to continue upwards overall. So that's it for me, guys. Just a quick update. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I'm not going to be online so much over the next couple of days, but after that, I've got plenty of free time. So I will be posting more frequently again.